Yeah, sure. Thanks for coming, everybody. We couldn't be more excited to be traveling to Ann Arbor this weekend. It's been a long year and a half, and couldn't be more proud of my team for the way they've performed this year and the resilience and grit they showed over the last year and a half. So we're ready to go. We've had a few good practices, and we can't wait to get on their field tomorrow, get a good practice in, and obviously play a great team like Harvard on Friday.
Can you jump in with questions?
Yeah, Coach, Harvard is like the best scoring defense in the nation right now. You guys are the best scoring offenses, second in the nation. What are you going to need to do this weekend to really get out in front of them and start scoring early?
Yeah, they're stingy. They don't give up a lot of shots, don't give up a ton of corners. We're a good counterattack team, so if we can take our free hits quickly, and really whistles mean go in our sport, and as you know, there's a lot of them. So we just need to play our game and play quick and not worry about mistakes. We know we get a lot of opportunities, and we really need to attack the outsides and get their defenders on the move if we're going to draw corners and get shots on their goalkeeper.
Coach, you had messages of support. Coach Collins, Coach McEwen, the football team, how to practice today. What's that connection to the last week?
Yeah, it's awesome. I mean, when I came home the other night, I had many friends in the house, so got a late night. But, again, this has been a long year and a half for everybody, and the coaches and players and student athletes and admin and everybody, from the people who clean our trash cans to the people who coach, have really put in the time and effort. And we're such a close-knit family, the coaches here, and it really, people just say that, but we did so much together over the pandemic. We did educational sessions with each other, to keep going, and Fitz is as good as they're going to get as a football coach in this country. I mean, I saw him the other night when I came home, sent the team over today, and obviously getting a shout out from Chris after their game was really nice as well. So it's good. We're not used to this much distraction, but as I told the players, just enjoy it. Be distracted for like 2 seconds and then get back to work because they've really earned it.
Just a quick follow-up on that. I know
Sure.
last year you were on the baseline of women's basketball games with a mom. How did that come about during the COVID season?
Oh, it's so funny. It was the only way I could get into the game, and I love V. I wanted to watch her dribbling around everybody, but I just wanted to find a way to get in and get out of my house and not be quarantined with a mask on. So they needed help, and I was like, sure, I'll mop the floors. I actually used to do it at UConn when I played there, so I had some experience, and I used that to my benefit. But it was really, at first, I was like, no, don't tell anybody I'm doing that. And then I'm like, who cares? It's servant leadership, and I got the best seat in the house, so I was pretty happy about that.
And then, Coach,
Sure.
having such a quick turnaround after last season just because of COVID and everything, what does that kind of show about the team's resilience, having such a short break and then being able to achieve going to the Final Four?
Yeah, at first I was a little worried about it, but it gave them a short summer, so they did have a little bit of a break. But it really, after losing a heartbreaker in the Elite Eight to Iowa last year, I think it really kept us hungry. We didn't have to wait a whole year, and the players came back. They were good. They were fit. Leslie, our strength and conditioning coach, did a great job keeping them motivated. And, our game is fast-paced, and, our kids run between 6 and 8 miles a game, and we want to wear other teams down. And I think the quick turnaround really helped that as we came in to August.
Coach, since this isn't your first experience in the Final Four, maybe your first with Northwestern,
Yeah.
are there any memories that have stuck out to you from being in the Final Four in the past, and how did those experiences help you prepare your team heading into this weekend?
Yeah, it's fun. I was fortunate enough when I coached at Michigan to be a part of a few Final Fours. And, for the players and coaches who haven't been there, it's going to be eye-opening. There's a lot going on. It's sold out, so we're really excited to play in front of a lot of purple on Friday. But you just got to take it in stride, and you have to remember what got you there, and that's the simple things and doing what you do best on the field. I'm sure everybody will be a little bit nervous, but both teams will. You just got to play into it, move the ball around, get your first touch under your belt, and then I think you'll see some good hockey.
And one more question.
Sure.
That moment the moment that you knew that it was happening or going to the Final Four, finally reaching this like incredible achievement? What did that feel like for you, and how significant is this moment for this program?
Yeah, I mean, it was amazing. I think, they called a video review, but we were pretty sure it was a legal goal, and they had theirs to use. But it's exciting. There's a few things that make championship teams assistant coaches and role players, and I'm just so excited for my staff and all those kids who may not get on the field, but have really done an amazing job, whether they're the goalkeeper for the other team or whether they're the scout team. Like, it is 28 strong players with our group, and I'm just so proud that they all have this opportunity because it's really hard to do in any sport.
Coach, what do you think sets this year's team apart from previous Northwestern field hockey squad?
Yeah, I think the COVID year really helped. I mean, we got, I think in general, this is the best NCAA field hockey in my lifetime. So many people are taking a fifth year, and you really grow and become better, obviously, in any sport over 4 or 5 years. But, we're just solid everywhere. We have great goaltending. Our defense is solid. And then you have people like Benta and Maddie Zimmer and Lauren Wattis who can light it up. And then everybody else, they just can't take out one player and stop us. They've got to take out 6 or 7. And I think those players who went to Chile with the U.S. team earlier in the season really got a great experience, and they came back better, and it's showing on the field for sure.
Coach, looking back on the goals you had for this team at the beginning of the season, is there a moment when you knew this team had Final Four potential?
I said it, and I don't usually, right from the very beginning. I think I said it to Zach and some of the media here, like, we're going to be in the Final Four. And we knew we had the talent, but, that's only as good as the paper it's written on. So we really just pushed. We knew we lost some tough games, but we knew we could play with anybody in the country. And when you trust the process, the players trust the coaches, we trust them, you can do anything.
What specific things have you been working on in practice this week to get ready for Harvard?
Yeah, they're, again, stingy on defense, so really working on our attack, our pull early. We've been working a lot on our shootout. They've won a few games, maybe 3 or 2 in shootout. And then, what championships come down to in our sport are penalty corner execution. If we can score at a 20-25% rate and defend at a higher rate, we're going to have a good chance to be in the final Sunday. But, you've got to come out and you've got to play and just give it everything you have and work for each other and then, see where the cards lie.
Anything else for Coach?
Good? All right. Go Cats. Thanks, everybody.
But they're coming off a win against Michigan, who you guys are obviously very familiar with. How do you prepare for such an unfamiliar matchup?
I think going into this, we know the Ivy League is a strong league. Any winner coming out of there is going to be a tough opponent. We're going to prepare like we have this whole season and come out on top.
Lauren, it seems like you and your teammates are not lacking any confidence out there in the field. You took on 2-3 players to score that winning goal. Maddie took on a bunch of players to score the goal in UNC. What's the confidence level like on the team right now?
I think as a team we're very confident. We all have been playing well together this whole year. Going into this Final Four, we're really excited for the opportunity to have the opportunity to play for a national championship.
You've talked about confidence. Just coming off that win over Iowa at the end of the regular season, how much of a motivator was that for you guys going into the postseason?
I think that was a huge win for us. Going into the postseason, we've really been pushing hard, and we're really excited, as I said, to be in the Final Four. But as I said, it's not over. It's been our goal to win the national championship, and we're 2 games away from that now.
Because of COVID, you guys have probably played more games in 2021 than any field hockey team in Northwestern history. Is that an advantage? Is that a challenge? What has that kind of done for you guys this season?
I think it's really prepared us well. Being in the Elite 8 last year, we kind of got a feel for, myself included, being a freshman last year, getting the feel for the NCAA tournament. We're just super excited for this opportunity.
It seems like every game someone new is stepping up and making a play. What does that speak to you guys as a team and who's ready for the big moment?
I think that just speaks to our depth on the team. Every player is ready to go at any time we play as a team, and we're very balanced from our goalkeepers up to our forwards, so anyone could finish any opportunity.
You had a ton of players on this team from Europe. Maybe haven't been able to go home as much during COVID. So how important has that kind of team environment been when folks are so far from home during a pretty difficult time?
I think during COVID we were in a bubble. We were all together. I think that really brought us closer together, especially going into the season. And you can really see it out on the field. We all get excited for each other. So it speaks a lot about our team.
You guys had quite a few last few minute goals this season, 2 against Iowa, 2 once against UNC. What is it about this team that allowed you guys to come up with these huge moments?
I think it's just our relentlessness. We're playing to the last minute. We're never giving up. We're playing for each other, diving for each other, making stuff happen. It's awesome that we get to finish and not go to overtime.
What has this week been like, just wandering around Walter and around the other teams, knowing that you guys are going to the Final Four? Like, how have other teams reacted to that?
It's been incredible so far. Everyone's been so supportive. The football team came out during practice to cheer us on. Everyone's just been congratulating us, so it's awesome how tight-knit we are as an athletic program. Thank you.
Back from your SID, so I take no credit for it, but you played in a national championship with Princeton in 2019. How big was it to get that revenge win over UNC and have a shot to go back this week?
Yeah, it was huge. I mean, I've played UNC every season of my whole career and never beat them, so this was definitely sweet revenge this past weekend, and very exciting win. I think for anyone to take down UNC, 3-time reigning national champion, is a huge win, so it was awesome.
Tracey talked about how high the expectations she had for you guys were preseason. Was there a moment when you kind of knew how special this team could be?
Honestly, I think I knew from the first minute. I chose this program. I knew this was a really good team, a lot of talent coming in, both experienced players and the freshman class coming in, or the people who just played their first season last year. Just all around, it's a huge team. We have so much depth. And so, I was looking forward for it all season. I think we started off strong at the beginning of the season, and we did well throughout the entire season. We didn't really have any big lows, so I think we're really strong all season.
How was it for you joining this team, bonding with everybody else and sort of inserting yourself? They said they have a lot of depth. How do you find yourself in that depth and being part of it?
It's been great. I mean, I'm so happy and grateful I got this opportunity, play my final season, join a new team, make 27 new friends. It's been awesome. We call ourselves the Nuffcat family. It really is a family. Everyone's welcoming towards me and Maddie, and it's just been great.
Do you feel like this team's playing its best field hockey right now?
I think so. I would say so. We've said from every game, we've really stepped our game up every single game. And that's the most important thing, is to be at your best once tournament time hits. So we struggled a little bit. We had some losses against Rutgers early on, against Michigan, obviously, but now is when it really counts. And so the only thing that matters is that we're at our best now. So confident in this weekend.
Having Final Four experience already, is there anything that you have been telling your teammates, to prepare them for what it's like to play on this big stage?
It's definitely nice for me to have some experience. I know, what I'm getting myself into, but it's super exciting for everyone. I remember my first Final Four to this day, and I'm really excited for all the other girls to get to experience it. It's just a great weekend all around. It's a great experience to have, so I'm really excited for all the other girls.
I know some of the European players on this team getting home has been tough during COVID. How important has kind of the team environment here in Evanston been for you guys this season?
It's been really important. Obviously, I haven't been able to see my parents all season, and it's sometimes tough when all the other parents come and cheer on the games and your own parents can't be there, but it's been really great. They've really integrated us from before the game, pre-game, during the game, cheering us on, all the way to the tailgate, where they really include us, and all the parents come up to us and congratulate us on the games and talk to us. So it's been really nice.
Anything else?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Your team's been able to shut out 2 of the really best teams in the nation in your 2 tournament games so far. What have you guys been
Yeah, I think our back group, our team in general is really tight-knit, but I think our back, we take a lot of pride in our defense. It's something that we've taken pride in since I stepped foot on campus here. And we have had some blips, we have some bumps and bruises along the way, but really honing in and being like, this is our last shot, this is our last opportunity to really show how good we are, but really prove it to ourselves how good of a team we can be. And that's it. We just take pride in what we do back there, and we love to have a bunch of fun. Yeah, we love going out there competing for each other and just playing with each other every day.
Kayla, being a veteran of this program, how much have you seen your team kind of progress over the last couple of years, and how significant is this moment for you especially?
Yeah, going from my freshman year not even making the NCAA tournament to going to a Final Four this year is amazing. I'm very grateful and thankful for the coaches, but also just for my teammates. I mean, the people that they've brought in have been world-class players, but they're also world-class people. Every single person on this team, and we're all one of 28. We love each other. We're out there to play for each other, and I think our team chemistry is what has grown the most, and I think that's what helped us go and get to the Final Four now. It's definitely something that we were lacking that we now, it's our strength. It's our greatest strength. So I absolutely love the team, and I think it's been amazing to just see us grow together over the past 4 years.
Kayla, Northwestern hasn't been to a Final Four in your lifetime. I was curious what about the program maybe hasn't changed since you got to campus 4 years ago.
Yeah, we haven't. Every year I think we've made it a step further. My freshman year we didn't make the tournament at all. Then we made it to the Sweet 16. Last year we were in the Elite Eight, and this year the Final Four. And it's just every year it's, can we get a little bit, take one more step? And I think Dr. Phillips challenged us my sophomore year to make it back to the NCAA tournament, and that was something that we took pride in. And every single day it was, we're making it to NCAAs, and we're like, that is our goal from now on. And I think over the past 2 or 3 years it's changed. Like, we have the talent, but more importantly we have the team chemistry to be a Final Four team, to be a national championship contender. And I think that's just kind of how we've gone. And I don't know, I love going out there and competing with my teammates every single day. It's a great way to spend 20 hours of your week with people that you love.
And as a captain on this team, are there any players that you've learned from your time here at Northwestern and kind of taken into the season?
Yeah, I think the people that I'm around have definitely shaped me into who I am today. I wouldn't be here without, seniors when I was here, like Kirsten Mansfield, Ava Von Acht. They were fantastic players, but they were also fantastic people. And being able to hang around them and learn from them, and it was great. We had Manny for 2 years. Just being able to learn from the people that they are, but also knowing that the team that we have now is completely different than my freshman year team, and being able to be friends with everybody. Like I said, we're all one of 28, and all 28 of us is what's going to win the national championship on Sunday, or even win on Friday. So I think learning from, yes, those older players, but also learning from our teammates. That's the most important thing right now, is how can we as a group collectively go out there and compete to our best every day.
As the stakes get higher, obviously, are there any nerves before the game, the night before, for you and the other girls?
Yeah, I think this week I've been a lot more excited than nervous, but today I think it kind of hit, like, this is it. This is the last weekend. I think nervous, but I know that there's 27 other girls out there that are there to back me up, and I think anyone could say the same. I think we're definitely nervous, but we've put in a bunch of work this entire season since the beginning of August. So I think it's just our time now to go prove it and to just kind of lay it all out on the line.
Harvard is the best defense in the country right now.
Mm-hmm.
Should be a defensive battle. Do you guys win? Was this paid towards the bragging rights, or just internally, what does it mean to you guys?
Yeah, Harvard's going to be a freaking amazing competitor. They've led in, I think, 7 goals all year, which is ridiculous with the amount of games that we play. But I think it's just going to come down to who wants it more, who's going to have more of a fight, and who's going to have more of a will to put it in the back of the net at the end of the day. And I think, I choose our defense any day over anybody, and same with our forwards. I would choose every single person on this team over anybody, any day of the week. And I think that's what I'm most excited about, is going out there and competing with everybody. Because at the end of the day, I trust in us, and I trust in what we've been doing to prepare.
Okay, it feels like every team like this has a motto or a song or a post-game ritual or something that they do to get hyped up every game. Is there anything you guys have kind of discovered this season that you bring into every game?
Yeah, we have a couple of pregame songs that we like to listen to. You guys have probably seen the video of us singing "Hey Baby" walking out onto the field. That's been a thing. I don't know, since I've been here. But our motto this year is all in, and it really takes being all in and being focused and detailed since the moment we stepped on campus until this weekend. And it's just giving everything for our teammates, not even on the field, but just as people, how can we be there to support each other? Because it is a fairly long season, but how can we be all in every single day for each other? And that's been our motto throughout the year.
Having a coach like Coach Fuchs kind of carry you, help you all through this really impressive and incredible time, but also, you know, as you said, nerve-wracking time. What does it mean to have such an established and incredible coach for this time for you all?
Yeah, Tracey's very experienced. After we won on Sunday, she said she's been to, I don't even know, like 10 Pan Ams, 3 Olympics, yada, yada, yada. But I mean, she's very qualified, and she's had past experiences on big stages that not all of us have. And I think that is really going to help us. She has knowledge of, playing on the Olympic stage is so much bigger than playing in a national championship, but she has that experience and can definitely help guide us. And same with Georgia and same with Will. They've all been on very big stages. And I think that's definitely going to help us, just the knowledge that they can bring, and just like the calmness during games to be like, hey, we're here to play our game. Like, yes, it is. We are fighting for our national championship now, but we are here to play Wildcat hockey. And at the end of the day, that's all we can do. So I think it's really going to help us, just the experience that they have.
Final question about what does this leave senior year? You guys not only made it to the Final Four, whatever you accomplished, what does that say about the impact about your guys' class and what you've been able to leave on this team?
Yeah, I think my class has grown and developed a lot over these past 4 years, and I think it took a lot to kind of start the change of team chemistry and thing, but it was something that the 7 of us when we came in took pride in, and we were like, we are going to be the tightest knit group that we could be. And I think I'm really excited that we kind of fostered that since our freshman year, and we've been able to grow in that as the 7 of us. And I'm just really proud of the work that we've been able to do here, the legacy that we've definitely been able to leave behind, and just the friendships that we've been able to make. Because I know I've met my lifelong friends here, and I know any girl in my class could say the same. So I'm really proud of us, and I'm really, really excited for us.
Anything else?
Thank you.
You guys got so much support this week from other programs at Northwestern. I know I saw the football team had practice today, sang the fight song. What does that kind of mean to you guys to feel all the varsity sports teams here in performing this week?
Yeah, I think it's awesome just to know that everybody has our back. Everybody's rooting for us all the time. We're such a close-knit family. Like, we're with each other here at the facility and then like hanging out, studying together. So I think it's just like a really fun experience to get that support.
Yeah, and going off of that, our athletic department has, I think, over 500 student athletes, and I have like people I've never talked to coming up to me and congratulating me on making it to the Final Four. So that's just really like warms my heart, and it's really exciting to know that people I haven't even talked to are rooting for us. So.
Your class has ended every season in the NCAA tournament. Since you guys got on campus, where do you think you kind of raised the standard of this program?
I think when we first got here, we were all recruited by our assistant coach, Will Byrne, and he told us that we were going to change the program. So I think having that expectation coming in was great for us, and knowing that we have the potential to do huge things like go to the Final Four. So.
Yeah, and I think even after our first season, it just set the expectation like, okay, it's not just we're going to win this many games, we're going to go to the tournament, we're going to go to the Elite Eight, go to the Final Four. It should be an expectation. And so I think everyone's really like all into that.
What can you guys say about Lauren's really dramatic goal against Iowa the other day?
I mean, it was awesome. Like, I like threw my stick down, like it was overtime, and which we're not supposed to do that, but it just was like such a good feeling, and to like look over at the clock and see that it was 1 minute, it was just amazing, and we just need to hold down the fort for 1 minute.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I didn't realize there was only a minute left on the clock. I was in the backfield, and when she scored, I was like, okay, like, maybe 5 more minutes left, and then I look and there was 1 minute left, and I was just ecstatic. I was so excited.
Speaking about excited, I feel like you guys are always running to whoever scored the goal after it happened in the game, like clap them on the back and excited and pumped for them. What about that energy do you find so important to bring to every game?
I think, I just think it's genuine like happiness for each other when we're scoring. And honestly, we have so many different people that can finish. So it's like a new person every time, it seems like. So just like getting like actually really hype with them, and the entire bench and everybody is so excited. It's just a really good feeling, and it's one of the best.
Yeah, and especially after scoring, we do this thing where we focus on the next 2 minutes of the game. So after we score, we really use that energy to go into the next 2 minutes and really play hard hockey, because after I think our coach always tells us the 2 minutes after a goal scored are the most vulnerable for both teams. So we really use that momentum to carry into the game.
Because of COVID, you guys have been in the bubble together and been around this team for probably the year field hockey team in school history. What's different about the team environment and team dynamic this season?
I mean, I think that we spend so much time together, but I genuinely enjoy it, and I think everybody can attest to that. We are 28 people, as Kayla said, and we all spend different time with different groups of people. It's not like there are different cliques or any small groups like that. We're all really close this year, which I haven't gotten to experience yet at Northwestern, so this is like a huge thing for this year. Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. This is the closest team that I've ever been on, and I think it shows with our success, and the team dynamic is so important in all this.
Anything else?
What would a national title mean to you all personally?
I mean, that would be awesome, but I think that it really would speak to this program. So I think that we have had the ability to compete for a Big Ten title and a national title for the past 3 years, but being able to put it together this year would mean a lot, especially after COVID. We've been in 20-hour weeks for the past year, I think, so that just would speak to all the hard work we've put in, and I think that's what it would mean.
Yeah, definitely agree with that. I think all of us, from the people who play the entire game to the people who sit on the bench, have sacrificed so much and put our hearts and souls into this team, and I just think winning a national championship would be amazing for us.